This video is an introduction to the theory of nonlinear waves and solitons. We will examine how stable waves, capable of propagating without changing their shape, arise from the balance of nonlinearity and dispersion, as well as introduce the Korteweg de Vries and Sine-Gordon equations, two fundamental models of nonlinear wave dynamics. If this topic proves to be interesting, we will continue a more fundamental study of this field, exploring the derivation of the equations, methods for their solution, and modern applications of soliton theory in physics and engineering. In everyday life, we constantly encounter various types of wave motion. Waves arise in mechanical, acoustic, electromagnetic, and many other physical systems. That is precisely why wave processes occupy a special place in physics and are the subject of deep theoretical and experimental study. For the mathematical description of a wide class of such phenomena, differential equations of the hyperbolic type are applied. The equation presented on the screen is one of the basic examples of such models and is called the wave equation. The wave equation lies at the foundation of the mathematical description of many physical processes. The vibrations of elastic rods, the propagation of sound in liquids and gases, the transmission of electrical signals in ideal communication lines, and the propagation of electromagnetic waves in dielectric media. In recent decades, nonlinear wave processes have been attracting more and more interest. This is due to the active development of a number of fields in modern physics. First and foremost, this includes plasma physics, which received a powerful boost in connection with the problem of controlled thermonuclear fusion, as well as nonlinear optics, the emergence of which became possible after the invention of the laser. In addition, nonlinear wave effects play an important role in the theory of superconductivity and other areas of physics. In all these fields, we frequently have to deal with waves whose behavior can no longer be described by linear models alone. Nonlinearity can significantly affect the wave profile, its propagation velocity, and the character of its interaction with other waves. At the same time, similar effects had been considered even earlier, for example, in hydrodynamics, when studying waves on the surface of a liquid. For instance, in the first half of the 19th century, the English engineer John Scott Russell noticed that under certain conditions, a solitary wave forms on water, capable of propagating without changing its shape and without loss of energy. Today, such waves are called solitons. For a long time, solitons did not attract much attention from scientists. Interest in them began to rocket only about 50 years ago, as it was established that the presence of solitons is typical for many nonlinear wave processes. At the same time, a fascinating property of solitons was discovered. They retain their shape after interacting with other solitons, which gives them a particle-like behavior. Starting from the 1970s, a rapid development of soliton theory has been observed. In the course of development of nonlinear wave theory, several fundamental nonlinear equations were identified, which became the core models for studying solitons. Among them, a special place is occupied by the Korteweg Vries equation and Sine-Gordon equations. It was precisely through the example of these equations that many properties of nonlinear waves and solitons were first investigated in detail. Let's start with the KdV equation, one of the key equations of nonlinear wave theory. It was obtained in 1895 by Diederik Korteweg and Gustav de Vries to describe solitary waves on water. It was exactly these waves that John Scott Russell had previously observed in his experiments. Let's understand what each term in the equation is responsible for. The first term shows how fast the wave height changes over time, at a fixed point in space. The second term represents the nonlinear contribution to the dynamics of the system. Its presence leads to a dependence of the wave propagation velocity on its amplitude. Regions with a larger amplitude propagate faster than regions with a smaller amplitude. As a result, the wave profile experiences nonlinear steepening and tends toward local compression. The third term describes the dispersive properties of the medium. This term reflects the dependence of the wave component's velocity on their wavelength and leads to a spatial redistribution of wave energy, causing broadening and smoothing of the wave profile. Thus, the dynamics of the solutions to the KdV equation are determined by the interaction of two competing mechanisms. The nonlinear term promotes the concentration and steepening of the wave, while the dispersive term opposes this process, tending toward its spreading out. Of particular interest is the case when the nonlinear and dispersive effects are in exact balance. Under these conditions, a stable localized solution arises, a soliton. Such a wave propagates with a constant velocity, retaining its shape over long distances, making it one of the most important objects in nonlinear wave theory. In 1965, Martin Kruskal and Norman Zabusky investigated the behavior of nonlinear waves using numerical simulation. They discovered that such waves can retain their shape during propagation and even after colliding with each other. For example, if a faster wave overtakes a slower one, both waves restore their original appearance after the interaction. This behavior resembles the elastic collision of particles and is completely uncharacteristic of ordinary linear waves. That is precisely why Kruskal and Zabusky named such stable solitary waves solitons. Korteweg and de Vries showed that their equation admits an exact analytical solution, describing a solitary wave of constant shape, a soliton. The resulting solution is expressed in terms of the hyperbolic cosine and represents a localized wave pulse whose amplitude decays rapidly away from the wave center. Of particular interest is the parameter k, which simultaneously determines both the soliton's amplitude and its propagation velocity. From the solution, it follows that the wave height is proportional to k squared, and its velocity is also proportional to k squared. Therefore, taller solitons propagate faster than shorter ones. This property significantly distinguishes solitons from linear waves, whose velocity does not depend on amplitude. The existence of such a dependence is a direct consequence of the nonlinearity of the KdV equation. One can easily verify that upon substituting this solution, the KdV equation is satisfied. Thank you for watching and for your support